Imagine you're an ant in a rainforest. It's humid, loud with life, and you've got a job. March, forage, repeat. March, forage, repeat. Then, something invisible lands on your back, a single spore. You don't know it yet, but your story just got hijacked. Meet Ophiocordyceps unilateralis, nature's mind-bending parasite. It doesn't make zombies like in the movies. It makes puppet ants. First discovered in the Amazon, collected by Alfred Russel Wallace and formally described in 1865, this fungus has been perfecting body control for millions of years. The spore grips the ant's cuticle, dissolves its way in, and sets up shop. Inside, it threads through tissues, especially muscles, turning fibers into fungal marionette strings. Days pass. The ant starts acting wrong. It wanders off the trail, climbs higher than usual, and stops beneath a leaf where humidity and temperature are perfect for fungal growth. Then comes the death grip. Jaws clamp into a leaf vein, hard. It's the ant's final bite. Here's the twist: the fungus doesn't hack the brain. In a 2017 study, researchers dissected infected ants and found the parasite avoids the brain, instead infiltrating muscles and forming a living network around them. It secretes compounds that hijack the ant's motor patterns, likely nudging the peripheral nervous system, like forcing a body to dance while the mind watches. Terrifying, elegant, and incredibly precise. Once the ant is locked in place, often at a consistent height and compass direction, the fungus eats the soft tissues it can afford to consume, leaving the structural bits intact to keep its perch stable. Then, from the back of the head, a stalk erupts. When the rainforest exhales and the wind is just right, it releases a snow of spores that rain down on the forest floor, onto more ants marching below. One ant becomes many. Colonies fight back. Healthy ants will carry infected nestmates far from home, a kind of social immunity. Some ants avoid graveyard zones beneath leaves littered with spore fallout. It's an arms race, behavior versus behavior, evolution versus evolution. So how smart is a fungus? Smart enough to write a behavioral script across species lines. But it's not conscious. It's chemistry and selection, refined step by whatever worked last generation: the climb, the bite, the position. They're all behaviors that benefit fungal reproduction, baked in by survival, not intention. And yeah, The Last of Us took inspiration from this. Cordyceps in pop culture imagines a jump to humans with dramatic, catastrophic consequences. Reality check: Ophiocordyceps unilateralis is exquisitely specialized for ants. Human bodies are too hot and too different. This fungus isn't coming for you. The horror here isn't about us. It's about how far life will go to survive. Back to our ant. Picture that final moment. Jaws locked, legs dangling, the forest pulsing below. The fungus tightens its hold, freezes the body, stabilizes the platform. Silent engineering in a sea of green. Days later, a dark fruiting body pierces the air, proof that the plan worked. Spores drift. Another ant feels a tickle on its back. This story is a fear-to-facts arc for a reason. It's scary because it's intimate. Control at the level of movement, not thoughts. It's fascinating because it reveals how evolution can sculpt behavior without a brain takeover. And it's humbling because it shows that nature's monsters aren't villains, they're strategies. If I were that ant, I wouldn't call it mind control. I'd call it a reroute, my muscles playing someone else's music. And in the rainforest, the beat goes on. Stay curious, stay weird, and if you're ever in the Amazon, maybe don't nap under a leaf. Bad neighborhood.